Welcome back, everybody. Let's play Hot Wheels, Burnin Rubber. So in the last episode, we just screwed around a little bit in the, I believe we're currently in the Gold Cup of the campaign mode. Not much of anything else to be doing right now, so might as well start off. I actually just now booted up the game, so I'm not entirely sure what we're doing at the moment, but what better things are there to do than just jumping right into it, and preferably trying to actually keep a hold of what gear I should be in too. I've always found this to be one of those really annoying courses where you just can't stay on the track the whole time. You're just being slowed down, having to screw around with your gear shift the entire time if you're not using automatic transmission. But I find this game to be a lot more interesting and entertaining to some degree with a manual transmission. So I just have the rubber banding on my side, and that weird effect where the computer gets slow whenever I slow down for some reason. Yeah, that might be a little too forgiving, but oh well. Pretty hard turns, and then there's the rough patches slowing you down. Whoa. It's really hard to keep your speed up in this place. I guess you could ponder whether having a vehicle like Phaeton would actually be beneficial in a place like this, since that has relatively high steering capability. In fact, Phaeton has the highest steering capability of any vehicle in this game. But blue sky. I believe I showed this course already. I'm pretty sure I have. I'm pretty sure I did it in a time trial. So is there any more tuning to do here? No, we have maxed out stats for this car. I don't think there are any cars I want to switch to at the moment. I think I had one idea I wanted to switch. Oh wait. More vehicles to look at. I think I wanted to switch to Vulture Roadster, but overall, I just figured it wasn't worth the money because it's actually relatively expensive. So instead, I'll just stick with this thing for now. And there are two other vehicles I will begin using when I get the chance. But I'm not sure how soon I'll get the first of those two. Why do I always land right there? I do that so consistently too. I almost always land right in that little hole between those two. Thankfully this isn't a rough track by any means. My computer's AI is still unable to actually learn to use it. Why? Shortcuts. Just hanging on the edge of them like that. When I lack an actual ability, I make up for an advantage in the human factor of actually knowing how to use shortcuts, I guess. Because somehow I'm now in first. After that sad performance. Okay, there we go. I still wish I could actually, like, land on the main track and then bounce onto the shortcut. I always find that incredibly satisfying to do, but it's not exactly something I want to try to pull off. It's a bit too risky for that. Okay, can we please? There we go. I also think you should be able to take that shortcut if you're at the low speed that you're at right after you recover from flying off the track. Because I kind of wish it wasn't easier to use a shortcut than it is to go on the normal track, because risk versus reward, but whatever. Okay, so this is a pretty cool looking car, a Ragnarod. That's pretty good stats too, if I remember correctly as well. And on to the rest of the Gold Cup. Snow course. Oh, this is my least favorite course. Let's look at the stats of the Ragnarod though. This wasn't where the Ragnarod was. Where was it? Wasn't paying attention. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't look that special. I remember it having decent stats, so I actually maxed them out on my own file, but whatever. You can still stick with the Heron Coupe for now. But this place, it's hard in general to actually stick on the course, and the shortcuts actually slow you down because they're not on the main course. There's one part in particular. Oh crap! I just missed the shortcut. There's one part in particular I'll have to show you. Oh, then there's this. Actually, it's that one jump I just now did. For some reason, I have difficulties with that, particularly with faster vehicles. Because you need to hit that turn correctly to not accidentally land on top of something and end up exploding. I seem to have more difficulty with not doing that than I should. So going 6th gear ever in this course seems like a bad idea, to be honest. Yeah, because the path you have to land on here, that little wooden path, is relatively narrow. I seem to have some trouble with it because of that. And then the hairpin turn right afterwards doesn't do me any favors either. Right here I seem to be doing alright, but once I actually have a more difficult to control vehicle on with AI that actually knows what it's doing, I can assure you it won't be a different story. Whoa. But so far it's actually going better than I would have expected, which is pleasant. Whatever though, I guess I can't complain. I'll just have to go on to second another day. Yay, Galaxy Force. Well, you guys have already seen this one, so not much fanfare to it. Probably should have gone to a higher gear than that, and not completely screw up my gear shift after that too. But going straight into 6th gear will send you straight into the wall, so I didn't want to avoid that at least. But I'm still doing alright. For being as late game as this track is, it's kind of like 3/4 of the late game, I guess, in terms of tracks, chronologically speaking. This is a pretty easy track. I mean, there are hard turns, sure, and plenty of walls to be hit, but that aside, it's actually a pretty simple and short track compared to the others. Maybe not that short, but simple at least. And because of how it's laid out visually, it's actually easy to know where you're going the whole time as well. You can always see what's coming, which can't be said for some tracks, like the snow course where everything is just white. It's kind of hard to tell what's what. And really the only hard part is that one turn right there at the very end. Because if you try to hit too hard, you'll spin out. But you need to hit it just right, because otherwise you'll either have to slow down like crazy to actually get past it. You'll have to, well, you'll end up spinning out, or you'll end up hitting the outside wall. So it's all difficult. And then there are just random holes in the course, but those aren't difficult at all. Doing without hitting the wall at least once is pretty darn hard, but oh well. And another jungle course. This place is pretty crappy too. This place is probably my least favorite track in the game actually, and you'll see why in a minute. No, I didn't actually expect to get the full start on that. Also, I have no idea why there's a like little outer path at the beginning there. Seems to be no practical use to it. Also, the shortcuts here are once again like a rough path. They slow you down. Kind of peculiar. Alright, so this jump right here, I hate it so much, I hate it so much. That tree stump, if you mess up that jump, if you mess up that jump, if you manage to miss the jump pads or something like that, if you're going too slow and you actually hit the jump, you won't make the jump. So then, for going slow, you're punished. Oh, okay, apparently AI knows how to use shortcuts now. Is that what I think it is? Is that what vehicle I think it is? I think I'm up against a red Vulture again. Aleks, you came back. That's wonderful. But anyways, you get punished for going slow by being forced to go more slow, basically. It's really annoying. But yeah, there's always one computer here. Thankfully, it's not too hard to hit that jump correctly. There's always one AI car here for some reason that's way ahead of everyone else, and it's just a complete pain if you want to actually get first. But no troubles. Lastly, the Hot Wheels course. Because Hot Wheels. And there's really nothing more to do, so let's go, I guess. And how fitting, right? Finally, we go into a Hot Wheels track for the Hot Wheels course. Now, I see lots of, like, random signs that just say go on them, as opposed to, like, something Hot Wheels related. But oh well, I guess. Also, hard. Shortcut right there. I like this place quite a bit, actually. It's a relatively rough course. The whole thing looks like it's, like, on carpet for some reason, which makes it not look or feel like a Hot Wheels track at all. But, it's all windy and stuff, like an actual Hot Wheels track or something, so I guess I kind of like that. It's relatively difficult, particularly this part. I like that they included this, actually. That part can take some practice. But what I don't like, they include this shortcut here, which is ridiculously easy to take. It's easier to take that than it is to actually take a normal course. And it sticks you way ahead of the AI. None of the computers will ever take that shortcut. This is the course I've talked about where, whoops, there is a shortcut that completely takes advantage of the AIs are abandoning. They can't, the AI will actually slow down when you're behind them, if you're behind them on that turn. But once you use the shortcut, you'll now be ahead of them. They slowed down because you were behind them, but that actually allowed you to get ahead of them using the shortcut that they themselves never use. I hit that turn really slowly. So it kind of nullifies any crap of performance here, which makes you really sad. See, this place isn't as much of a challenge as I'd like it to be. I like the concept of the Hot Wheels course, it does feel very Hot Wheels-like. I finally managed to hit that entire shortcut thing pretty well too. I like how it's relatively difficult. Not because you don't know what you're doing, but just because the track itself is difficult. I kind of wish it wasn't as narrow as it is, but it's a Hot Wheels course, I guess. I do like that turn a lot. It's the kind of thing I'd expect on a Hot Wheels course. On a track. But at the same time, it's kind of difficult to pull off as well. Especially at higher speeds, you're trying to keep up your speed the entire time. And there we go. 150 more gold. And the gold cup cleared! So this was a productive episode. I don't know if I ever had this car, Surf Crate, when I was younger. This one is a weird one, Grease Lightning, rather. That's the one that you get for getting all gold medals here. Or, getting all gold trophies. But, should you press right again? Extra! There's still yet another difficulty and another cup to take on, but we'll be taking on that particular difficulty later. Because we still have some more stuff to do. We have to do something with all this money we have for one. But we now have some more time trials to take on. Look at all this money we have, actually, wow. I'm not sure that's going to be enough to to handle the time attacks that I want to, or handle the upgrades for the 2 cars I want to max out. I'm not sure. I was going to make it a surprise, but I kind of accidentally spoiled that earlier this episode, that Vulture is indeed in this game. And yes, you can indeed have a red Vulture, so I was going to drive a red Vulture myself, and I was going to get one of the 2 cars I maxed out the stats for. I don't know what the stats are actually like on the Vulture in this game, but it's the Vulture, so I couldn't pass up the chance to make another reference to Aleks, because Aleks is apparently my thing in the Hot Wheels games now. What few of them I actually play. Well, that's a shortcut. I need to shift my gears later than I am. Why did I just stop for a moment there? But I don't know if I. It depends on how expensive this stuff is for the. Was it for the Vulture? I'd like to max out the Vulture and use it at least once. Max out stats and use it at least once from the time trials, depending on when you unlock it. I know you unlock it from a time trial, but I don't know which one. But at the same time, there's another vehicle I consider to be the best vehicle in the game. And it is my favorite vehicle in the game. Which I want to take on the Extra Cup with max stats. Because its stats are absurd. And is that satisfactory? At least 2 of those laps were under the best lap time, so that should be good. Yep, cool. I beat it by nearly 25 seconds. Yeah! Speaking of Vulture. So I think we can do one more race. We didn't actually unlock that many extra courses. So, Vulture, what's this thing like? Oh, those stats are sad. But I don't care. So how much does it cost to upgrade this thing? The stats aren't that impressive, so it shouldn't be expensive. 80. Okay, so let's put this together. 80. 160. 560. 1740. Wait, what? No. 1640. Why is that so expensive? 1760. Wait a minute, that's way more like. Wait, I did my math wrong. I'm sure of that. There's no way it costs that much. You know what, this is costing 400. There's no way the rest of it costs that much. So 80 for each. It's 80 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 400 plus another 400. 800 plus 120. So that's 920 for everything. That's. I'm pretty sure the other vehicle, everything costs more too. I'll buy the, I'm not gonna max out the stats on this, but I'll max out its engine. I'll buy the better engine. I'm not gonna max out its engine, because I'm honestly not sure if I'll be able to afford fully upgrading the next vehicle if I don't. Which would be really sad. Crap. I wasn't sure when I'd probably have to time that. Actually, to be honest, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to even pull off the best time in this with the Vulture. Since I have really bad stats. Just because this Vulture doesn't have the love it needs to perform properly. I don't think I'm going to get the performance that I need out of this. So I may have to switch back to another vehicle, or upgrade it more, but I kind of want to do that so I'm not making any money doing the time trials, sadly. So 40 cents was over the previous lap record. I'm not sure. I didn't pay attention what the previous record was, so I don't know if it's plausible for me not to actually beat that lap record. If I beat that lap record this lap, I should be able to produce another good lap time for the third lap and get a good enough finishing time. Okay, so yeah, I should be able to get a good enough time to actually beat the overall record then. Just making sure, because if I can beat the lap time on 2 laps, I should be safe as long as the one lap that isn't better than the previous best. As long as my worst lap isn't horrible, and my first lap was actually kind of horrible, so we'll have to see. Is that satisfactory? Yeah! Vulture would never let me down. Blue sky, and the only one left is Hot Wheels course, actually. But that will be in the next episode, so I'll see you guys next time in the next episode of Let's Play Hot Wheels Burnin Rubber, where we actually will unlock my favorite vehicle in the game. And I suppose just give a little bit more respect, if possible, give a little bit more respect to the Vulture as we say goodbye to it after using it like twice. Because I really want to show off my favorite car in this game. Who knows, maybe I'll use this thing at least one more time. I don't know. See you guys.